More farmers are turning to technology to keep their farms more sustainable. George Majdi, who is the CEO of GEM Industrial Solutions, sees drones as one example of becoming more popular in farming toolkits. BBC's George Ndurango caught up with him in Ghana.
In looking at drone technology and the value we can create in Ghana, we found that we could create the most value in agriculture. The reason being the agricultural sector faces a number of challenges. Yield optimization, challenges in agrochemical use, as well as issues with farm management productivity. What we have here is a multi-spec enabled drone. So what it essentially does is it looks or identifies areas of concern, whether it be pest, disease, or irrigation issues.
Right.
So as it's flying, it's looking at the reflection of light from the crop. Processing that data, we're able to identify the areas of concern.
We talk about farmers maybe spending between 50 cents of a dollar to $10 for any implementation on their farms, whether new or not. How practical is this?
We consider it to be quite practical in the sense that we work with farm cooperatives, development organizations, even commercial farmers that are working here in Ghana. And so in working with a farm cooperative, for instance, even though we're working with smallhold farmers, they're coming together and pulling their finances to patronize our services. As far as cities go, anywhere from 8 cities to about 20 cities.
Right, that's about a dollar
to $4, yeah, exactly.
All right, sounds good. How do the governments now come in? I know they play on a policy level, but they're the ones to say, okay, we can now use that guy and implement this across the whole country. What kind of interaction have you had with government?
So we've been fortunate enough that we were actually part of the inaugural members to be recognized by President Akufo-Addo. We were part of the first presidential pitch competition in 2018. So actually we received some funding from his office to do what we're doing in agriculture. As far as marketing ourselves, what we all like to or try to do is we want to actually move the sector away from the idea of blanket spraying. We know spraying plays an integral part within agriculture, but at the same time we believe that we can actually allocate or champion agrochemical conservation.
Right.
When you talk to farmers and some of the challenges they're facing here in Ghana, a challenge they're facing is actually access to subsidized agrochemicals. The reason being outsourcers sometimes have relationships with certain farmers, so those farmers are getting special treatment, so on and so forth. So in what we're doing with this technology, we're actually trying to say, okay, look, you have limited access to agrochemicals. Let's identify the areas of concern so you can allocate the treatment to those specific areas. That's better for your bottom line as a client. That's also better for those who are consuming your product.